Hello, Jesus Gen Zs. Here is another moment with Jesus Loss. Of course, as you all know, I'm always here to tell you a lot of biblical instructions, the things that God has written down in the Bible on how to fulfill purpose, on how to do the things that pleases God, to be obedient towards His commandments, on how to do things that pleases Him, that corresponds to His will, on how to be obedient, on how to do those things that will make you win heaven. Because at last, every one of us here on this earth must answer to God. We are all answerable to God. Okay, most of the times, we Christians, whenever we pass through trials, temptations of life, we tend to lose faith. We tend to give up on life. Some people go into depression. Some people compromise by giving their souls to the devil. Some people do a lot of atrocity just to make sure they survive. Mind you, these trials and temptations of life, they are not permanent. They are just for the mere time. They are temporary. So, but there is just this is what God said in His Word, because everything about this life, as God has already written everything down on the Bible that whenever we pass through trials and temptations of life, this is what we are going through. Of course, they are not permanent. So now I'm going to be reading from the book of James chapter 1 verse 1 to verse 8. This is what God said in His Word. For we Christians, for every children of God out there that go through trials and temptations of life, that passes through every phases of life, challenges, this is what God said in His Word. Now, let's read together. The book of James chapter 1 verse 1 to verse 8. The Bible says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develop perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to him. But when he asks, he must believe and not doubt." Whenever you ask God for things, for wisdom, you must believe and not doubt. Not even only wisdom. Whenever you're asking anything for God in prayer, you must not have a double mind. Okay, verse 6 says, "But when he asks, he must believe and do not doubt, because he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That man should not think he will receive anything from the Lord. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all he does." Whenever you ask things from God, you should be very stable. Have one mind, have faith, courage, that God will definitely answer your prayer. Same thing applicable to whenever you are passing through trials of life. Have faith.